technician immerses the round vase into a protective coating solution to enhance surface durability and create a watertight seal. This specialized graining tool is dragged across wet paint to imprint a wood grain texture onto steel balusters, giving them the appearance of real wood. This skilled worker applies cement precisely along the edges of cinder blocks to improve structural integrity and speed up construction. The worker uses a belt-driven torque system to quickly and efficiently tighten nuts onto bolts. Laborers use a sling-propelled tool to launch soil to a colleague positioned at a higher elevation, expediting the transfer of material. A decorative mold is set inside a rebar framework, then filled with concrete to form patterned balusters. This woman employs an innovative plastering technique, applying the material in sweeping motions to cover wall surfaces more efficiently. Discarded tires are placed in front of the excavator to distribute weight and prevent surface damage while driving on finished road. This excavator operator skillfully excavates marked terrain with impressive precision and control. flooring demolition machine effortlessly lifts and removes hardwood planks, making the process both effective and visually satisfying. A rotating multi-jet surface cleaner uses high-pressure streams from multiple heads to thoroughly clean ground surfaces with minimal effort. A construction worker expertly installs a drain pipe system from excavation to final alignment, demonstrating proper setup and water flow planning. Molten aluminum is poured into a concave mold and immediately pressed, forming a large metal bowl within seconds. A circular aluminum sheet is inserted into a forming press that applies even pressure to create a crinkled edge pattern for future use. Watch as decorative stairs are constructed from the ground up, starting with side placements of large blocks, followed by interlocking pieces arranged like a puzzle. This graining tool creates a wood-like finish by being dragged across wet paint, adding texture wherever applied. large timber log is fed through a mechanical saw system that automatically slices it into uniform boards with high efficiency. Concrete is poured into a mold, heated, and then inflated to form a custom concrete dome or bowl from scratch. A worker combines two studs and fastens them to extend upward reach, allowing them to sand the ceiling without ladders. A grandfather uses a simple setup, 2 metal rods and a shovel as a makeshift slide to descend gently. A thick rope is used to transport tools and materials to the second story, serving as a manual pulley delivery system. Rotating machinery automatically spins rods while spraying them with paint, ensuring consistent coverage across their surfaces. A custom molded plastic edging tool smooths and finishes the cement border for a clean and professional look. This lifting tool securely grabs individual cinder blocks and repositions them efficiently without bending or manual strain. To gain traction in mud, this resourceful farmer ties a log to the tractor's rear tire, allowing the wood to act as a rolling grip mechanism. Two workers create a temporary siphon by submerging a pipe in flowing water, then lifting it out to redirect water elsewhere. Multiple ropes are embedded into wet concrete to create traction grooves once the surface hardens. Bricks sliding down a chute are cushioned by a tire at the bottom, which redirects them into an organized pile. Water is evenly poured over a dry cement mix using a spreading tool, preparing the mixture for future use in brickwork. Cement is poured into decorative molds and vibrated to ensure even distribution before being removed to reveal the finished design blocks. Tires are laid in the excavator's path to prevent surface abrasion when the heavy equipment crosses over paved road. This ergonomic paver tool lifts bricks one by one, allowing workers to lay them without bending, improving both speed and safety. Watch a skilled carpenter construct a wooden railing wall entirely from scratch, even shaping and smoothing curved sections at the top. This industrial power washer delivers such high pressure that it can instantly clean sidewalks, driveways, and other tough surfaces. Instead of discarding glass bottles, this eco-conscious builder incorporates them into the walls, constructing an entire house from recycled glass. A standard broom attached to a long rod is dragged across wet concrete to create surface grooves for improved traction. When plaster dries, peel-away tape reveals precise design lines beneath, leaving behind a clean, decorative finish. This excavator attachment rapidly carves a trench into the earth, completing ditch work in a matter of minutes. Concrete cutting chainsaw slices through cement and brick walls with such ease that it resembles cutting through a cake. An aluminum sheet is passed through two rollers, which bend it into a concave form for industrial shaping purposes. An automated sprayer applies cement evenly to walls without manual labor, expediting the plastering process. Studs are joined and fitted with a custom drill extension tool, enabling drilling operations at ceiling height without scaffolding. To demonstrate the strength and waterproofing ability of a blue bonding solution, this technician applies it between bricks and shows how firmly they stick together.